Hello all, this arrived this morning from Zvezda, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the new M4A3 76mm wet. I've just built an Academy one of these, I'm about halfway through painting it. But this was sent to me by the Veterans Support Association over here in the UK, run by a chap called John Joyce. Lovely guy, and every now and again you get a chance to have what they call a hobby pack, so I chose this. I know there was a few issues with their last Sherman. I think the loader's hatch was slightly off, and the gradient on the glasses I think was off as well. But I thought I'd have a look at this. Nice box art. I think guys, there's no tools painted there from what I can see, but they've managed to keep the wing mirrors, so respect to the driver there. There's also a mix of wheels, as you'd expect in the field from damage. French and American flag there, I guess the different languages in there, or markings I'm guessing, I'll correct myself. Down the side tells you what decals they are, and Zvevda's own paints there. I'm not sure who produces their paints, if it's themselves, and the Tamiya colours. Says it's in 1/35, 322 parts and 16.8 centimetres long. On the end, another picture of it there, around that side. Some of their other kits. Panzer IV Ausf E, T-34 and a Soviet medium tank T-28. So let's get that box out of the way. It comes packed in another box inside, some brown cardboard box which is nice and sturdy, and get all the stuff out for you and then look at it. Instructions, we'll look at them in a little while. Painting and decal sheet, decals, clear parts which is nice. Probably a list of, if I've got to say it wrong, send it back. So first up, get yourself a knife, cut it open. I'll keep that just in case there's any broken parts in there. So, right, so we've got 3 turret halves, so no doubt that will be explained in the instructions. 2 turret tops, I believe that's the earlier one, and then the later one. I'll have to look, I've got a Son of Sherman book down here by my leg. Mantlet, yeah. So I'm not sure about the loader's hatch. People that know their Shermans a lot better than me will be able to say about that. I'll have a look in the Son of Sherman book. I'm planning on starting this Monday. The loader's hatch catch is meant to sit there, but that's good because Academy got that wrong. I think they put it about here, so I had to move it, and I also had to correct where the aerial mount went on the Academy kit. It's got some nice foundry markings on the roof there. Maybe some subtle dry brushing will bring them out, but that looks nice. I don't know if the loader's hatch is meant to be more that way. I'm sure if it's up once it's open, but as I said, people better than I will know that. And if you're not happy with that, you could then use this one. I'll have a look again about the gap there, and I've also got a couple of Sherman books by Stephen Zaloga, so he'll know. Commander's hatch, the 2 different hatches there. The 50 cal handle's moulded on, so you can either replace that or sand it down. Searchlight, I like the retaining strap or hook or whatever you want to call it, clasp for the 50 cal barrels and that. Usually I have to add that little handle there. That's nicely done, I like that. I think that's a sight there. Let's turn it over. No, it's for a clasp for the barrel. So that might need a bit of thinning out. There's the sight that goes on the front there. Again, might need a bit of thinning out. You can even drill that out, I guess. The radio aerial, that's quite nice. You have to deal with that where it's attached. The barrel comes in two pieces, as does the I've forgotten the name of that. Come on, someone remind me. No, it's gone. Muzzle brake, there you go. Yeah, thanks for that. That's a shame. A little bit of flash there, but you can either replace it with a one-piece barrel. There's plenty out there. I did the one on Academy because apparently that's a little bit too short, so that could be replaced. But the model in the UK retails for about 20 quid. That's £20. So that's not bad, you know. That's not bad at all. Whether they've got the angle right on here, you know, the experts with the Shermans will be able to tell you. But it looks quite nice. Let's see what else we got here. The tracks are Lincoln length. You've got sprockets, two different types, and I guess these are the inserts for the rear idler. I'm guessing that's for the back of that one, which is nice because some companies don't provide that. Spare track hangers on the back. Periscope guards, they're quite nicely done. They're quite thin, they are. Whether these are spare tracks or ones for the no, I think they're for them, aren't they, to join up. The periscope attachments, looks like the lid for the periscope. They're great. The rear light guards look quite nice. They're not too thick at all. Yeah, and you've got the fuel cap. They're nice with the pins. Yeah, the tread looks quite good on those. And on the inside there's a couple of punch out marks, but not too bad. You could feel those. Yeah, I guess they're the rear grille door, the rear doors. They're quite nicely done as well. Even the handles are quite thin, so you've got to praise them on that, I think. Alright, two of those. Now to the body of the tank itself, or the upper hull I should say. They've got the weld raised, which is nice. You could accentuate that, which I probably will. Where the tools go, you've got the markings for, and the strap, the tie down cleats. You can replace them or just dry brush them. I like the old supports for the doors there. I don't know if the fire extinguisher lid goes over the top of that for those handles. Probably, we'll find out in the instructions. The little doofra there, or whatever you call it, for the track, the cable, that's a little bit soft. I think that's a little bit shallow, so I'd probably cut that off and make me own, maybe out of some plastic card. Barrel cleaning rods, and you got the rear tray for the stowage. More covers. You've got your sponson covers as well here, and the sides that run down the sides, around the sides of the tank, the lower hull. I've seen this with bolts added, so I don't know if that's in the instructions, but these have just got, look like the holes there where it's attached. Then your wing mirrors, there's a sink mark in each of them, so you can sort out if you want the wing mirrors on. The towing pintle, I think that's meant to have a hole in it, so if so, I'll drill it out. There's your hammer, your sledgehammer, your barrel support. Yeah, that looks like the armoured deflector there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Some foundry marks there. Yeah, it's a bit warped there, so I'm going to have to sort that out. You can see it. Can you see that? slightly warped, so that's going to need sorting out. Next up, where's my pointer? You've got two glasses here. No doubt they'll tell you which one to use. That's where your MG mount goes, and you've got the weld bead around there. Whether they've got the angles right, the experts will tell us. And one on the other side. Yeah, I don't know which is which yet. The rear plate, engine access door. Not sure what that is. Could be a searchlight, I suppose. Someone will know. They look like the side hangers for the rack. There's the parts that go underneath each side of the sponsons. Rear of the hull, belly plate, and the rear engine plate, I think that is. Yeah, it looks good. I might cut those bolts off and use them on something else. And that's sprue F. Oh, and there's your exhausts there. They're quite nicely done. Right, next bag. Turn it around the way. Certainly cram a lot in here. Right, these are two sprues for the, sorry about knocking the camera there, for the wheels. Get different types and inserts for the back of them. The bogies, they've got nice foundry marks on them. They come in two halves, so you're going to have to fill them and then drill the 4 holes and then thin these out and then add the bolts. But you get different types of wheels there, and then those big sod off springs they have. And they're the same. They're quite nicely done, but you will need to thin them out, of course. Sorry, 3 sprues of those. Another one there. Look. Right, the bottom is all made of plates, I'm aware of that. I've noted that people are saying that their tow cable has been broken in transit. Mine hasn't, but I'm going to replace it anyway. There's quite a lot of flash and the definition isn't too good on there. I think that's the siren guard. That's really thick, and there's your rear idler support or arms, whatever the proper word is. I'll have to look whether they're accurate or not. Your side plates for the hull, and more runners down the side, so it'll tell you which one to use. And there's the retainer that goes across where the where the forged glasses then gets bolted on. Giant wrench, the end for the tow cable, another support for the main barrel. More, I think that's a panel for the inside, and more sponsons there. And there's your glasses. That's quite smooth there, but it has got a foundry mark just there. There's your hatches, driver, co-driver or machine gunner, and that's where the periscope supports will pop in. Another rear pintle, so I guess there's an early and a late. Axe, spade, that looks quite small, the head of that spade. A pickaxe, I think that's going to be a pry bar or something. And the front protectors for the headlights, they're quite thick as well, so I might replace those. Moving down, pickaxe handle, another hammer, siren, I think that's the fire extinguisher thing I was talking about earlier on. front machine gun. Got some nice detail. Fan housing for between the drivers. That's quite nice. And I think that's the ball mount for that. Yeah. Oh, there's a pry bar. Sorry. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll have a look. See how that comes out. Some parts are good, some parts are a bit, you know. But then, most models are. Alright, let's have a look at the instructions. There's your English down here. Attention, useful advice. And you can choose. And this says version 1, late version, with the oval turret, the oval loader's hatch, or the early with the 2. So I might go for the 2 for a change. Inside you've got a plan of all the sprues, and you start on the turret in 1, and it tells you each if you're assembling version 1 or 2, that's what that third bit was for, and then it leads you on. 50 cal, it's ammo tray, and that I'll probably replace that with some spare etch stuff I've got, and it goes on to the commander's cupola. Your 2-piece barrel, of course, more on the 50 cal, and out assemble periscope. Yeah, I like them, they're quite nice. That goes to 8, then 9. More on the turret. They're on the deflector for the rear, the plates that put it together. And there's your more exhaust, and the radiators that go inside, which I thought were part of the engine thing, I think. Then your bogies, how to attach it all together, and the idlers as I thought. Then from there we go on to, that's 14, then we go on to 15, assembling the link and length tracks, which look quite nice as I said. Then the glasses, rear engine deck, your doors, handles, your lights. I think you get clear lenses, which is nice, so I'll have a look at them in a bit. And then supports or protectors, which no, that's what that thing was. I thought it was a light. I think it's the siren. And then the final stages, the rear stowage. It goes at the back here. More periscopes for the drivers, the co-drivers. That's where you stick the cable. Place everything you've built along here. Attach it all. There's no straps on the tools, so you can either add your own. I've got some resin ones which I'll probably use. And then finishing it off, and that's that done. Get rid of that. Your painting and marking sheet. That's for a US vehicle. Named December 7th from the 67th Armoured Regiment, 2nd Armoured Division, Hell on Wheels. I was attached to them for a while, in Bremerhaven I think it was. One of the first US tanks into Berlin, so there you go. And then on the other side you've got the French, free French version, Narvik 2 and Narvik 2. Obviously different, maybe it was marked at different times. So yeah, so there you go for the markings. So if you want to do maybe I'm not sure of the Polish, I think they used the M4A1, didn't they, with the 76mm. But there you go, that's your painting and decal markings. Open this up, have a look at the decals. They're quite nicely printed. You've got some small numbers there, so you'll have to put them on and line all them up. But yeah, they're nice. There's not a lot of film around them. Cut quite close to the stars. But there's the film, as I said, it's not too bad. Yeah, they're quite nice. And there's the clear sprue. I usually paint over the clear sprues, but I might give the Commander's one a go, maybe some Tamiya clear green painting over that. Yeah, and that's it I think. So hope you enjoyed the little video. Catch you on the next one.